When the leaders of an occult religious movement were indicted for fraud, the court told the jury that no matter how improbable the defendants' religious beliefs seemed, it wasn't allowed to question the validity of those beliefs in reaching its verdict. In United States v. Ballard, the United States Supreme Court explained why this limitation is appropriate under the First Amendment. Guy and Edna Ballard started the I Am movement in the early 1930s after Guy claimed that he was contacted by the ascended spiritual master Saint Germain on a mountain in California. Guy also claimed that he'd been to heaven and shaken hands with Jesus. Guy, Edna, and their son Donald promoted the I Am movement, raising funds and soliciting members through the mail by distributing booklets and other materials. The I Am literature claimed, among other things, that Saint Germain, Jesus, and other spiritual masters were using the Ballards as divine messengers to communicate their teachings, and that the Ballards had supernatural healing powers. Guy Ballard died in 1939. A year later, Edna and Donald were indicted for mail fraud and conspiracy to commit mail fraud based on the distribution of the I Am literature. The indictment charged that the Ballards had knowingly made false representations with the intent to cheat people out of their money and property. The Ballards demurred and moved to quash the indictment, claiming that it unconstitutionally restricted the free exercise of their religion. The district court denied the motions, and the case went to trial. The court instructed the jury that it shouldn't consider the truth of the Ballards' religious beliefs and instead should focus on whether the Ballards honestly and in good faith believed the representations they'd made about their beliefs in the I Am literature. The jury convicted the Ballards, but the Ninth Circuit reversed the convictions and granted a new trial. The court held that the issue couldn't be limited just to the Ballards' good faith, because the indictment alleged that the Ballards' scheme involved making false representations, and it was therefore necessary to prove that at least some of their representations were false. The United States Supreme Court granted certiorari.